Hey guys, this is a video blog to go along with my written blog. It's about diets, um, how crazy they are, and how um, they just really don't make much sense. You got everything from the grapefruit diet to the cabbage soup diet to diets that say you should eat high carbs and low fat and low protein. Other diets that say you should eat equal amounts of everything, to diets that actually let you eat bacon and cheeseburgers, and but just don't eat that much veggies because that's a carb and that's bad. There's some pretty crazy diets out there. How do you keep track of what's what? The zone diet professes that you should have 30% fat, 30% protein, and 40% carbohydrate. And that is the only way that you will produce a super hormone that will give you optimal performance, cut down on most diseases, including cancer, um, and make you a top level athlete and lose weight. Um, this diet went out in the public, and pretty soon some of the top athletes found out that it was too restrictive. Um, so they started adding food. So they said, don't just add food, don't add quantity, add fat only. So they started adding fat to increase their performance. Um, they found it still wasn't enough, so they wanted to keep it low carb, so they added more protein. Now, the same diet that said you have to be in a 30, 30, and 40 ratio to release this super hormone, which will decrease inflammation, increase recovery time, just crazy promises. Now it's nowhere near 30, 30, 40 because you've increased the amount of fat you're eating, you've increased the protein. The only thing that's been kept the same is carbs. So it's nowhere near 40, 40, 40 because 30, 30, 40 has to equal 100%. Now you're at like 50, 50, 40, and so there's no rhyme or reason to it anymore. So it continued to be called the zone though. Scarsdale's diet was so down on vegetables, it actually encouraged you to take Metamucil, which is a laxative, because you had no roughage in that diet. Why would anybody be stupid enough to think that diet was healthy, knowing that you had to take laxatives to stay on it? I mean, it was just ludicrous. Then you have a grapefruit diet? Really? I mean, cabbage soup? Why, what are you, in a concentration camp? I mean, it was some crazy diet. So, I mean, how do you keep it straight? And to me, it's really simple. It's like your finances, okay? If you earn an income, okay, and then you have expenses, you minus the expenses from the income and you have your net. I mean, you can't argue with that. That's the way it is. If you earn more than you spend, you will have excess money, okay? You will have more money in the bank, okay? You will be fat, P-H-A-T, with money, okay? If you eat more than you exercise, okay? If you consume more calories than you expend, you will have excess calories, okay? So you will have more calories equals more weight, okay? For most of us normal humans, that means more fat, okay? So you will have an excess, okay? You can't argue that. Whether you have hyperthyroid, hypothyroid, metabolism issues, a bad knee, you don't have time, or you just had a baby 8 years ago. There's no excuse. If you consume more calories than you expend, then you will be fat. That's what a diet is. It doesn't matter the percentage of carb to protein to fat. It doesn't matter the ratio. It doesn't matter if you eat cabbage soup or freaking grapefruits. It doesn't matter. Okay? If you eat more than you work out or more than you expend energy, calories, which is a measurement of heat, you will be fat. If you expend more energy than you consume, then you will lose weight. Okay? And if you do that for too long, you won't be healthy or you'll die. Okay? That's what starving's called. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to eat as much calories as you expend. Okay? If you're fat, you want to expend more calories than you eat at first so you can drop the weight. Okay? But then at some point you have to either decrease your calorie intake or no, you have to increase your calorie intake or decrease your calorie expenditure or you'll die. Okay? If you continue to increase your calories, okay, you will become a Okay, so one more time. Let's just clarify this, then I'm going to move on. Okay? If you eat more than you exercise or expend calories or energy, calories are a measurement of energy, okay, you will become fat. Okay? There's no two ways about it. Like I said, if you make more money than you spend, you will become rich. If you spend more money than you make, you will become financially skinny or poor. The two are exactly the same. Okay? Excuses like metabolism and thyroid and a bad knee and I don't have time and I just had a baby don't mean anything. Because if you can't work out as much, all you have to do is eat less. Okay? If your calorie expenditure and your calorie intake are equal, you will not gain weight. It's simple logic and you can't argue with it. You have to be eating more than you are working out to gain weight. Okay? So if you can't work out as much, don't eat as much. Really simple. If you have an injury, eat less for a while. You won't gain weight. You just can't. Okay? I'm going to move on from there. So with all those crazy diets out there, okay, they're all malarkey. If any one of them was good, there wouldn't be any more. That would be the only one. Okay? The way they contradict each other, high carb, low carb, high protein, low protein, it just makes no sense. It doesn't matter. Okay? You need carbohydrates. You need them. No two ways about it. You need fat. No two ways about it. You need protein. Okay? So the way you combine them, mix them, it doesn't matter. Okay? It really doesn't. My next blog, part 2, I will talk about the perfect diet and how you cannot gain weight on it and how you can cut weight if you're a fighter or reach optimal performance as an athlete, or if you're a housewife, keep your weight down, or if you're working out a lot, keep your weight up. It's really a simple formula, and I'll explain it in part 2. But remember, diets per se, the ones that they're selling billions of dollars on suckers, are full of shit. Okay? It's a really basic thing that we've been doing for millions and millions of years. Okay? We've been doing it for millions of years. Nobody needed a book in order to stay healthy and to lose or gain weight or to stay in optimal weight. It's just, you don't need a book. It's really a simple procedure. So, Part 2 is coming. And if you like this, please like it. Go to my blog, pitmastersblog.com, and you can get the full written out blog and share this. All right? And please comment because I want some input because I might be the stupidest guy in the world and I'm just feeding you guys a load of shit, but I think it's right. Maybe it's because I'm not that smart. Please tell me about that if it's true. I don't think it is. I think I have the answer to this, and everyone else is just dumb enough to buy these crazy books. All right? I'll talk to you later.